Hey, it's Ari here. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. In today's video, I want to talk specifically about a sales funnel, exactly what it is and how it can really benefit your business long term. So I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna explain the different steps in a sales funnel, and then if at the end you decide you want to check out my number one recommended sales funnel builder, I will have that linked in the description where you could get access to like a 14-day free trial if you want to, give it a try and see if you like it. And if you don't, you could always cancel at the end, no big deal. You could just check that out. But anyways, I'm gonna first explain, the different steps of a sales funnel, and at the end of the video, I will then I'll pretty much mention what my number one recommended sales funnel builder is. So ultimately, when you're looking to build, what regardless of what it is that you're looking to promote online, sales funnel is something that could really benefit your business. If you're looking to build any sort of online business, regardless of the niche you're going into, regardless of the different business model, sales funnels are really something that could help take your visitors through a very specific linear process. So this is where you don't have to worry about them getting distracted with anything else. I mean, you could always do like YouTube videos like this, right? Or you could put up like content like on Facebook, and people, they can choose to click a link in your description and they could check out a product. But the problem with that is if you're looking to build a sustainable business online in the long term, it's going to be very difficult for you to do that without having a sales funnel. So ultimately, a sales funnel is something that takes your visitors, your potential customers, through a very specific process. So generally, what it will start with is it will start with a capture page, and the intent with this is ultimately, when someone visits your capture page, they have two options. They could either opt in with their email address, or they could choose to leave. So depending on what it is that you're promoting, for instance, if you're promoting something that is, related to making money online or affiliate marketing, that's one of the bigger niches, of course. You could choose to, have that capture page say something along the lines of like, hey, would you like to learn how you could, get a better result in your business? If so, enter your email and, you'll get taken to a video that shows you how. And then when people land on that page, they can choose to opt in with their email address, or they could choose to leave. So this is something that you've probably seen it on like different blog sites in the past, where they have like a little form on the right hand side, and they could choose to opt in to be notified whenever there's something new. So this is pretty much the same as that, except it's one specific web page that is specifically designed to get people to opt in to your form. So this is something, for one, it's a very great way to start building up your email list, because your email list is easily your biggest asset when it comes to building an online business. These are people that when they opt in, not only can they go through the rest of the sales funnel process, which I'll explain more after this, but when people opt into your list, they could choose to, there was a fly on my phone, they could choose, you could market to them over and over and over again. You could follow up with them through email, and you could pretty much almost like, it's almost like you are, keeping a person, like a personal like relationship with each individual subscriber. Except in this case, when you write an email address, it goes out to everyone that opted into your list. So this way, you could really focus on, saving yourself lots of time by following up with a large group of people at once, rather than just one-on-one. So ultimately, when someone opts in, they would then get taken to the next step in your sales funnel. And typically, what a lot of people tend to do is they go from capture page, and then they have it go straight to a sales page from, that promotes the actual, the product or service that they, are aligning themselves with. And, people that can go here, they could watch the video, and then if they want, they could choose to buy the product. Now, there's nothing particularly wrong with this, but the problem with this nowadays is that because there's so many people doing that, and because there's so many people coming online looking for answers, especially like I'd say in the make money online space, something related to like growing an online business. There's a lot of noise out there, and there's a lot of people doing this exact model. So a lot of people, they naturally aren't, sure who exactly to listen to. So the problem with, going straight to a sales page is that, people, they aren't entirely, a lot of them won't be ready to, invest in something up front. And this is especially the case if it's, like a more high ticket item, where it's like, say like, anything above $50, most of your visitors that go to that aren't going to be, you know, they aren't going to be ready to, buy into something right then and there, because for one, they don't really trust you yet. And you got to really focus on, following up with them through email. So what a lot of people are now starting to focus on is instead of just sending people straight to a capture page, or no, instead of sending people straight to a sales page, what they're doing is they are providing something in between. This is generally known as the value series, is what a lot of people tend to refer to it as. So this is where, you could set up a, either it could be, one video from yourself, pretty much just kind of, telling people, about yourself and who you are and, what it is you're looking to help them with. And when someone sees, like a real person, like on video, this is, a very great way to build up trust with your audience, because a lot of people, the majority of people who are promoting anything online, what they're doing is they are just using the pre-built, company sales page where, there isn't an actual person shown in the video, and it just, hey, do you want to buy this product? And, the problem with that is because there's so many people doing this, it's very difficult to stand out from, everyone else, because there's a lot of competition out there, and ultimately you want to really aim to stand out from everyone else. So what a lot of people are now starting to do, a lot of the very successful entrepreneurs, is that they have their own value series built up where they are, providing information that, brands themselves. So when someone opts into their page, unlike everyone else where it's just, straight to the company sales page, they have their own value series built up where they are, sharing information related to their niche. So for instance, if they're, as I mentioned, if they're promoting something in the, make money online niche, they could provide a value series that shows you different steps on how to, build a business online, or how to promote products. They give you, additional information for free. And this way you could actually see, people are, that person is actually genuine. And they aren't just in it for the sale. They aren't just in it for, a quick buck. So ultimately, this is a great way to build up trust with your potential customers. And because there's so many people, there's very few people doing this. This is something where if you choose to actually go with this, it will really help you, stand out from everyone else that's promoting the same thing. So that is generally, something you could provide in your sales funnel. And you could either provide that, or you could choose to have, some sort of like PDF or something like that, or some sort of like, free guide on like, like for instance, if it's like, healthy recipes that you're providing, you could have it where it's like, it goes to, here, get this free ebook or something that shows different, ways of getting into better shape. This is something that you could provide for free, so that people, they have something from you that shows that you are actually unique. And this is ultimately what you want to focus on if you want to have a long-term successful business. Is you want to find a way to make it, catered specifically to you, where, it shows you as a credible source in your niche. And in this way, people, they see that, there is an actual benefit to, buying a product from you than, the majority of other affiliates out there. So that's ultimately the, what a sales funnel is in a nutshell. And, the benefit of a sales funnel is, people, they aren't, distracted by other, other videos or other, posts. I mean, the internet, it's very easy to get distracted on the internet, especially on, big social media sites. But with a sales funnel, it's kind of like, your own, almost like your own website, but it's more of like a linear process that they go through. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you're familiar with the, big Swedish store called IKEA. It's like this, huge furniture store. It's set up in a way where it's very different than a lot of other stores. It's set up in a way where, you walk in and there's, arrows on the ground, and they point, in a specific direction, because they want you to go in a very linear direction. And each step, is a different section, and like there's, the kitchen section here, and then you walk forward a bit, and then you see, like couches, like furniture, and then you walk a bit, over to the right, and then you've got, say like outdoor stuff. And the way it's set up like this is that, it helps with, getting people to actually, this is proven to help get people to buy more, rather than just, where it's everything is presented at once. You could take people through a very specific process. And what I recommend you do actually is you start off with a very low end offer where you could find your buyers right then and there, and then you could lead it up the value ladder where you could provide additional upsells along the way for people who, they want more value from you. And the way to do this is ultimately by building trust. The more, trust you could build with your audience, the more they will ascend up your value ladder and then buy more from you. So that is essentially what a sales funnel is and how it could really, benefit your business. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, let me know what you thought in the comments section down below. Feel free to share this with anyone whom you think could benefit. And if you'd like to check out my #1 recommended sales funnel builder that I use a tool called ClickFunnels. That is by far like the most well-known sales funnel builder. And it's very newbie friendly, very easy to use. And if you want to check that out, there will be a link in the description where you can get access to a free trial. So you could check that out there, see what you think. And, again, that is a free trial. So you could, just test it out yourself, see what you think. And if you don't like it, then you could always just cancel and you won't get billed. But anyways, hopefully you found that helpful, and take care.